Have you ever wondered about the origins of the Aztec Empire, one of the most powerful and enigmatic civilizations that ever existed in the Americas? Our journey takes us back to the 13th century, to the Valley of Mexico, a place of great lakes, fertile lands, and towering mountains. Amidst this natural beauty, an empire was born, an empire that would become synonymous with grandeur, complexity, and mystery, the Aztec Empire. The Aztecs, also known as the Mexica, were not native to this valley. They were migrants, wanderers from a mythical homeland known as Aztlan. According to their ancient lore, they were guided on their journey by Huitzilopochtli, their patron deity, a god of war and the sun. Following his divine instructions, the Aztecs embarked on a pilgrimage that spanned decades, maybe even centuries. Their journey was filled with hardships and trials, but the Aztecs were fortified by their unshakable faith and their dreams of a promised land. They believed that Huitzilopochtli would lead them to a land where they would build a great city, a city that would become the center of their world. And in the year 278, after founding, or 1325 by our calendar, the Aztecs found their promised land. It was an island in the middle of Lake Texcoco, marked by an eagle perched on a cactus, devouring a snake, just as their prophecy had foretold. Here they founded their capital, Tenochtitlan, a name that translates to place of the cactus rock. From this modest beginning, Tenochtitlan would grow to become one of the largest and most sophisticated cities in the world. It was a place of bustling markets, grand temples, and intricate canals, a city that dazzled the Spaniards when they first laid eyes on it. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's marvel at the spirit of a people who, guided by faith and prophecy, journeyed to an unknown land and built an empire. An empire that began with a city in the heart of a lake, a city that would become the beating heart of their empire. What was life like in the Aztec Empire, and what set their society apart? Well, to begin, the Aztec Empire was a complex society with a well-defined social structure. The nobility, or Pipiltin, were at the top of this hierarchy, followed by the commoners, or Macualtin, and at the bottom were the slaves, or Tlacotin. The nobles were the political and religious leaders, while the commoners were farmers, artisans, and merchants. Slavery in Aztec society was a bit different than what we might think of today. It was not hereditary, and slaves could actually own property and buy their freedom. Religion was a cornerstone of Aztec society. They had a pantheon of gods, each representing different aspects of the natural world and human condition. Huitzilopochtli, the god of sun and war, was one of the most revered. The Aztecs believed that the gods needed to be nourished by human beings, which led to the practice of human sacrifice, a deeply ingrained part of their religious ceremonies. This belief system was also reflected in their calendar, which was one of the most sophisticated of its time. They had two calendars, one with 365 days for agricultural purposes, mirroring the solar year, and a ritual calendar of 260 days. These calendars interconnected to form a 52-year cycle, at the end of which they believed the world could end if the gods weren't properly appeased. Mythology was another significant aspect of Aztec culture. They believed that the world had been created and destroyed 4 times before their era, which they called the fifth sun. Their myths were not just stories, but a part of their worldview, providing explanations for life's mysteries and guiding their actions. Education was also valued in Aztec society. There were 2 types of schools, one for the nobles, focusing on leadership and religious training, and another for the commoners, teaching trades and basic military training. In their society, religion permeated every aspect of life, guiding their decisions and shaping their world. So as we delve deeper into the Aztec Empire, remember that their beliefs were not simply a religion, but a way of life that was intricately woven into the fabric of their society. How did the Aztecs build an empire that stretched across much of Mesoamerica? Let's delve into the heart of Aztec society, the military, and their aggressive expansionist policy. In the world of the Aztecs, warfare was not just a means of territorial conquest, it was a way of life, a rite of passage for Aztec men. The Aztecs lived in a society where the glory of battle was celebrated, where the art of war was taught from an early age. But this wasn't just about brute force. The Aztecs were strategic, their military formations intricate and their tactics well planned. The Aztec military was a well-oiled machine, a force to be reckoned with. Its ranks were filled with jaguar and eagle warriors, elite units known for their fierce fighting skills. They were the backbone of the Aztec military, the embodiment of the warrior spirit that infused Aztec society. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather the sacrificial altar. The practice of human sacrifice was deeply rooted in Aztec culture. They believed that the gods required nourishment in the form of human hearts and blood. It was a brutal, yet integral part of their society, a religious duty performed to ensure the continuation of the world. Warfare provided the Aztecs with the prisoners of war needed for these sacrifices. Battles were often fought not for territorial gain, but to capture prisoners. These so-called flower wars were ritualistic conflicts, a dance of death and divinity played out on the battlefield. The Aztecs' aggressive expansionist policy was driven by this need for sacrificial victims, as well as the desire for tribute from conquered lands. They built an empire on the back of their military might, spreading their influence across Mesoamerica. Their military prowess, coupled with their relentless pursuit of conquest, was a double-edged sword. It brought them power and wealth, but also sowed the seeds of their downfall. But that's a story for another time. Their military might and relentless pursuit of conquest would shape their destiny. And so the Aztecs carved their bloody path through history, a testament to the art of war and conquest. What lasting impressions did the Aztecs leave in the realm of art and architecture? The Aztecs were master craftsmen who left an indelible mark on the world of art and architecture. Their creations, steeped in symbolism and religious significance, were not just mere aesthetic expressions. They were an embodiment of their deep-rooted beliefs, their understanding of the cosmos, and their place within it. The monumental pyramids of the Aztecs stand as a testament to their architectural prowess. These towering structures, often adorned with intricate carvings and murals, served as the epicenter of their religious and social life. The most grandiose of these was the Templo Mayor, the main temple of Tenochtitlan, which was dedicated to two of the most important Aztec deities, Huitzilopochtli, the god of war, and Tlaloc, the god of rain and agriculture. Their mastery over various materials is evident in their intricate sculptures. Carved from stone, wood, and even precious materials like jade, these sculptures depicted a range of subjects, from gods and mythical creatures to common people and animals. The Aztecs had a particular fascination for the human form, often portraying it in dynamic and exaggerated postures to evoke a sense of movement and energy. Featherwork was another art form that the Aztecs excelled in. They crafted magnificent headdresses, shields, and garments using feathers from a variety of birds. Each feather, carefully chosen for its color and symbolism, was intricately arranged to create stunning patterns and designs. The Aztecs' use of color was symbolic, with each hue holding specific meanings. Blue represented sacrifice, while red was the color of life. Green symbolized the earth and fertility, and black was associated with death. Their artworks and buildings were not just beautiful, they were a testament to their beliefs and a reflection of their world. The Aztec art and architecture, in all its grandeur and intricacy, serves as a window into their vibrant culture, their complex religious ideologies, and their profound understanding of the universe. How did the mighty Aztec Empire come to its tragic end? Let's delve into this pivotal chapter of history. In the early 16th century, a new force arrived on the shores of Mexico, the Spanish conquistadors, led by Hernán Cortés. Driven by tales of abundant riches and the urge to spread Christianity, these explorers set their sights on the thriving Aztec Empire. Cortés, with his charisma and strategic acumen, managed to form alliances with discontented tribes who were chafing under Aztec rule. The stage was set for the siege of Tenochtitlan, the heart of the Aztec Empire. The city, an architectural marvel, was built on an island in Lake Texcoco and was a sight to behold for the Spaniards. But beneath this beauty, a deadly trap was being laid for the Aztecs. Their downfall was precipitated by a combination of factors. The Spaniards had superior weaponry, horses, and a devastating secret weapon: disease. Smallpox, brought unknowingly by the Spaniards, swept through the city, decimating the population and weakening the Aztec military. Meanwhile, Cortés capitalized on his alliances, launching a two-pronged attack. From the lake, his brigantines bombarded the city, and from the land, his allied tribes attacked. The Aztecs, despite their bravery and tenacity, were caught in a vice. The final blow came when the Aztecs' revered emperor, Cuauhtémoc, was captured. With their leader in enemy hands, the Aztec resistance crumbled, marking the end of the siege and effectively the fall of the Aztec Empire. Yet this wasn't just a military conquest, it was a clash of cultures, religions, and worldviews. The Spanish didn't just defeat the Aztecs, they systematically dismantled their way of life, replacing it with their own. The fall of Tenochtitlan marked the end of one era and the beginning of another. It was the end of the Aztec Empire, but the beginning of a new chapter in history, one that continues to shape the world we live in today. What remains of the Aztecs today, and how have they shaped the world we know? A question that takes us on a journey into the lasting legacy of a civilization that may have fallen, but left its indelible mark on our world. The Aztecs, a people known for their ingenuity and resourcefulness, significantly contributed to the field of agriculture. They developed advanced farming techniques, including the Chinampa system, a method of growing crops on floating gardens. This ingenious solution to land scarcity paved the way for sustainable farming practices, a concept that resonates even in today's world. It's a testament to the Aztecs' adaptability and their profound understanding of the environment. Beyond agriculture, the Aztecs also left an enduring imprint on language and culture, particularly in modern Mexico. Nahuatl, the language of the Aztecs, is still spoken by over 1.5 million people today. Words like chocolate, avocado, and tomato have Aztec roots, showing just how deeply the Aztecs have influenced our everyday life. And then there's the rich tapestry of Aztec culture that has been woven into the fabric of Mexican identity. The annual Day of the Dead celebrations, with their vibrant displays of marigold flowers and sugar skulls, can trace their origins back to Aztec traditions. The Aztecs' deep respect for death and the afterlife has found its way into these modern festivities, making them a colorful tribute to a civilization that once was. Archaeological sites, like the magnificent Templo Mayor in Mexico City, stand as silent witnesses to the grandeur of the Aztec civilization. These sites offer a glimpse into the past, preserving the legacy of a people known for their architectural prowess, their intricate art, and their complex societal structures. The Aztecs may have been vanquished, but they were far from forgotten. From their innovative agricultural techniques to the remnants of their language and culture, their legacy lives on. It's seen in the words we speak, the food we eat, the traditions we uphold, and the archaeological treasures that stand as a testament to their past. The Aztecs may be gone, but their legacy continues to echo through the ages. What lessons can we draw from the rise and fall of the Aztec Empire? As we ponder this question, we are reminded of the Aztec Empire's rich tapestry of accomplishments, triumphs, and tribulations. The Aztecs, a civilization that sprung from the heart of Mexico, were remarkable for their time. They built an empire that was centered around a city, Tenochtitlan, which was a marvel of engineering and architecture. The city's grandeur, with its towering temples and bustling markets, reflected the Aztecs' ingenuity and their understanding of urban planning. Their culture was a vibrant mosaic of mythology, art, and ritual. Aztec religion, deeply woven into every aspect of their society, was a complex synthesis of cosmology, morality, and human nature. Their art, often intricate and symbolic, was a testament to their creativity and craftsmanship. Yet the Aztecs were also a civilization steeped in warfare and conquest. Their military prowess was formidable. They built alliances and subdued rivals, expanding their influence across Mesoamerica. This thirst for power and dominance, however, ultimately sowed the seeds of their downfall. The fall of Tenochtitlan, a tragic chapter in their history, marked the end of the Aztec Empire, but not of their legacy. The Aztecs left behind a rich cultural heritage that continues to echo in the present. From their language, Nahuatl, to their contributions to agriculture, like the domestication of maize, their legacy is interwoven into the fabric of modern Mexico. Understanding the past, preserving cultural heritage, these are not mere academic pursuits. They are essential to understanding who we are and where we come from. The story of the Aztecs is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of human societies, a reminder of the triumphs and pitfalls of power, and a lesson on the importance of balance between progress and preservation. As we delve into the past, we gain insights that can shape our understanding of the present and guide us into the future. The Aztec Empire, in its rise and fall, provides us with such insights, a mirror reflecting the human capacity for greatness and the impermanence of empires.